This is how I never forget kanji. I am a mom of two learning Japanese from scratch at home. I tried flashcards, I tried apps, nothing stuck until I found the mnemonic method. Mnemonic is a memory technique that helps you to remember information more easier. It connects new information to something simple, funny, visual, or anything that's familiar in your mind. So let's dive in on how I study kanji at home.
What if I told you that you don't need to write a kanji 100 times to remember it? You just need a better story. And make sure you stay till the end because I'll be sharing the specific active recall test I use to make sure these characters stay in my brain forever. The first kanji is Oshi, to teach. You can remember this by assuming old people teaching a child.
Oshi. So I'll write it like 5 times. Someone old, teaching a child. Oshi. Someone old, teaching a child. Oshi. Oshi. Second one is, so here we assume that someone old is teaching a child. Oshi. The second one is, you call it Oshi or Kyo. Or Kyo. 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 Kyo.
The second kanji is called Shitsu, meaning is room. So imagine you staying in your room on Saturday. The kanji for Saturday is the attached one below, like plus.
I stay in my room. So this is kanji for Saturday. Room. I stay in my room on Saturday. So we have room. Staying in my room on Saturday. This is room. Room. Or Shitsu. And let's write this one 5 times. I stay in my room on Saturday. Shitsu. Again. In my room on Saturday. One more time. On Saturday. Shitsu. Shitsu or Boru. Boru. Shitsu. Next kanji
The
is
third kanji is called Hane,
wings.
wings. Imagine the wings of two
This is
birds.
the shape of wings. Wings. So wings. Wings is called Hane. So let's write it 5 times. Hane. So this looks like the shape of wings, bird wings. 5 more times. Honey, wings, honey. Honey, wings, honey. One more time. Honey. So the fourth one here.
The fourth kanji is nara, meaning is to learn. So imagine two birds flapping their wings above a white building and they try to learn to fly. Two birds flapping their wings on the white building.
Wings was white is called learn, to learn. Wings was white is nara. Nara. Oh, so let's write it more 5 times. Wings was white in kanji called nara, to learn. Wings was white in kanji. It's called nara. Wings white. Nara.
The fifth kanji is kan, meaning China. So imagine a Chinese man carrying grass on his head and crossing the river. He's called kan, China. A man carrying grass.
So a Chinese husband, this is husband in Japanese. A Chinese husband is crossing a river. Let's assume there's a river. Water, water, one, with grass on his head. So let's say this is what is carrying his head. China. A Chinese husband, let's write again. A Chinese husband carrying a grass on his head. Carrying a grass on his head and crossing a river. China. China. Can. One more time. A Chinese husband carrying a grass on his head and crossing a river is called can. A Chinese husband carrying a grass on his head and crossing the river is called can.
The sixth kanji is ji, meaning letter or character. So imagine a child learning how to write letters in the house.
That's a letters. So a child, the mnemonics is a child learns letters in the house. So this is a child learning letters in the house. So this is the house, and this is a child learning letters. So let's assume there's a pen the child is holding. So this is called G. A child with a pen learning letters in the house is called G. This is Kan and this is G. So combination of this one will be Kanji. So the mnemonics is a child, which is learning. A child learns letter. This is a pen in the house. G. So the combination of this and this is called kanji, which is Chinese characters. So let's assume a Chinese husband carrying grass on his head and crossing the river, and a child learning letters in the house is called kanji. So the next one is
The seventh kanji is shiki, ceremony or style. So imagine a lady on a wedding ceremony wearing a long gown from head down and carrying a flower. It's called shiki.
this is my wedding ceremony. So the next one is ceremony. The kanji is a beautiful lady and head tie with a gown. Sorry, beautiful lady. This is the with a gown and having and holding a flag. It's called ceremony. Ceremony in kanji is called shiki. Shiki. So let's assume that a lady holding a flower with a beautiful gown. This is a gown from the head down to the neck. So let's assume this is this. And this ceremony shiki. One more time. Shiki. So we have ceremony shiki. This is kanji one more time. The next kanji is 7, 8.
Eighth kanji is called shi, which means to try. It's combination of say and ceremony. It's called to try.
Mnemonics for memorizing this is
So imagine at a wedding ceremony, they asked a lady, will you take him as your husband till death do you part? And she said, I will try.
that means combination of said or what you say or say with ceremony is called to try, which is she. Ceremony is shiki, while to try is she. So the to she is combination of say and ceremony. To try one more time. She. The ninth kanji is, we're almost sure there's a ninth one.
The ninth kanji is called ken, meaning to examine. So imagine somebody trying to climb a mountain and examines his horse before climbing. It's called ken, to examine.
The mnemonics to memorize this one. The mnemonics to memorize this one is before climbing up a mountain, the person examines the horse. So before climbing a mountain, the person examines the horse. So let's assume that this is the mountain. The person uses open hands. The person and his hands examine his horse before climbing this mountain. So this is the mountain, and the person examines the horse. Before climbing the mountain. It's called kin. 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 So let's write it one more time. A person, before climbing the mountain, a person examines his horse. So this is the person trying to examine his horse before climbing a mountain. It's called kin.
The 10th kanji is called shoku, meaning inn. It's a traditional Japanese lodging or a small hotel. So imagine an inn that accommodates 100 people. The kanji under it is called 100 and people.
So this is 100 people. This is the inn. This inn can accommodate 100 people. This is 100.
If you find the video helpful, like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's free. Subscribing is free. Thank you for subscribing.
It's called Chuku. Let's again. This house or inn can accommodate 100 people. 100 people. This inn can accommodate 100 people. So we have a house can accommodate 100 people. Hundred people. Called Shoko. So now we've memorized 10 kanji. So let's review. Ushi, old people teaching a child. Room, shitu, room, shitu. I stay in my room on Saturdays. This is Saturday, and this is room. And he's seated in his room. Wings, hane. Wings plus white, we have nara to learn. Wings plus white, we have nara. The Chinese husband is carrying a grass on his head and crossing the river. We have China, ka. And we have G, a, a child learning how to write letters in the house. It's called G. Next one we have style. A beautiful lady with a flower. This is the gown that falls from her head down. It's called shiki ceremony. And to try is combination of say and shiki to try. Examine. To examine, we have before climbing the mountain, the person examines the horse. It's called to examine. 10. The inn or the house inn. The inn can accommodate 100 people. This is 100 in Kanji. 100 people. Time for tests. Let's test ourselves. So let's write the English first. The first one is to teach. To teach. Oshi. The second one is room. The third one is, the first one is to teach. Second one is, you can see the English is not written on it. So let's start. To teach. Room. Wings. Wings plus white is called room. Wings. Fourth one is to learn. Fifth one is China, can. And this one is 6, character. The seventh one is ceremony or style. 8 is to try. And the ninth one is to examine. 10th one is the I have to write this in Koyomi or Oyomi. First one is Oshi. Shitsu. The wings is Hane. Four is Nara. Nara. Fifth is Kan. China. Character is G. Ceremony is Shiki. To try is Shi. To examine is 9. I think it's Ken. And Shu. 10. So let's check the answer and mark. Ushi, Shitsu, Hane, Nara. Kan, Ji, Shiki, She. Ken is Ken. And next one is Shuku, Shuku. So, so that's a Koyumi. Koyumi. The next one is writing in kanji. Oshi, one to teach. Old man teaching a child. Oshi. So is room. I'm studying in my room on Saturday. Three, wings. Bird wings. Four, I'm looking at this. Number four, to learn. Nara, that is wings with white in kanji. The fifth one is China, a Chinese husband carrying a grass on his head and crossing the river. Six is G, a child learning how to write in the house. Seventh is ceremony. She. The eighth is to try. When you say something, say I do. So your wife is to try. The ninth is to examine. Before he climbs a mountain, a man will examine or examine. The tenth one is him. Him. Hmm. Let's check the kanji. This is correct. Okay. Run, wings, to learn, China, character, style, or ceremony, to try, to examine, and in. That's all for this. The last test I have for myself is to use it in words. So the next test is to write it in words. Let's close the textbook. Let's write it in words. Then mark. Q Shitu. Classroom. So a child, old man teaching the child, an old man teaching the child. This is called Kyo Shitu. Rain shoe. This is rain and shoe. Shoe is combination of wings and white. Chinese character. Kanji. Kanji is a Chinese man carrying a grass on his head, and crossing the river. Kanji. And the next one is New Gaku Shiken. New Gaku Shiken. Shiken is New Gaku Shiki. Shiki is lady holding a flower on a wedding ceremony, right? New Gaku Shiki. Next one is Shiken. Shiken is she is right. Wrong. Okay, let's check. Wait. Shiken. So let's check it. Let's check it. The first one is classroom. Classroom is Yoshitu. Yoshitu. Second one is Renshu. Renshu. Chinese character. Man. Chinese man crossing the river. The first one is New Gakushiki. New Gakushiki. Entrance ceremony. And the next one is examine Shiken. She and Ken.
How many kanji have you learned using this mnemonic method? Share your honest progress. Please subscribe and like the video.